Hey, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your love reading for February the 15th to March the 15th, 2019. It is a three-layer reading, I guess you could say. I have the first spread that looks at how your partner feels about you and how you feel about them. I then have a second layer or spread that looks at the spiritual aspects of your relationship. And then lastly, I have three cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck just to get some more insight from Spirit and advice for you. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get started. But before I do, this is for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Venus, Ascendant or Descendant. Yeah, so if you enjoy the video, please do like and share and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So happy birthday to any Aquarians out there as well, or even Pisceans that are watching. Thanks again for stopping by. So the base of the deck, we do have the Page of Swords, which tells me that overall for the month you may have a lot of questions, you may feel suspicious, you may not really feel that committal for me. You may be more concerned about your own ideas, your own agenda, really looking out for your own interests. And this is your element as well. So this does really represent you, I feel. It is clarified by the Ace of Wands in reverse, which is interesting. You may be putting down a fight, putting down like letting go of something that you were passionate about maybe previously, or just letting go of an interest maybe in someone. There may be a lack of sexual kind of attraction for you, or you may feel like there's just no opportunity for a new start. Yeah, you just may not feel that there's opportunities around that you are interested in or want. We then have the Three of Pentacles, which talks about working with others. So you may feel that this month that you are learning to work with others. Maybe you are more focused on work. We do have the Two of Pentacles underneath that too, so you may be more focused on work and projects, your own projects. Again, just more focused on yourself and what you're doing, things that you're working on. You could be studying, progressing your career, developing projects, your own business, whatever it is. But you're not... I don't feel interested in something with the Ace of Wands in reverse here. It's like there's a loss of passion for something, and then we see you kind of possibly cutting things out this month with the Ace of Swords. Sorry, the Page of Swords. Okay. So essentially we've got your feelings here. We do have the Star card in reverse. So again, this is suggesting that you may be losing hope in something that maybe once you did see hope in. Again, there's this, for me, there's an element of sex here, or sexual kind of element, because she is nude. There's a lot of water around. And yeah, it just feels that there may be a loss of passion for you, for the relationship itself, or for the person that you're with. Or you just may not really be that hopeful about the future, or maybe just really non-committal, like initially, like I said with the Page of Swords, not that committal at the moment, or just have a lot of questions. You're definitely taking baby steps in this relationship or the situation. So your partner currently feels the Sun card and the Ten of Wands. So they're very, very happy with you with the Sun card. They really feel like you may be a soulmate. They feel really good around you. They feel free. But at the same time, they feel burdened, because we do have the Ten of Wands. They may feel like they think you're great, but you're also hard work. So for them, it's like maybe it's exactly the same. Like as much as they love you, they also find you a great burden in some way, or they feel like you're they could also be putting their head in the sand about this as well, avoiding the inevitable, just hoping for the best, just being really positive because they feel really positive about it. They feel a true connection to you. It could feel like they're carrying all the weight and that you're kind of like the sun card, like you're just free. They maybe just interpret you as just being a free spirit, like but they love that about you. So it's almost like they feel the burden may be worth it for them, you know. So they could be putting the work in mainly with the children, or if this is a long-term relationship or at work, they could feel like a lot of the burden is on them, maybe to bring in an income or to keep the relationship together. I feel like they feel it could be some sort of the responsibilities on them, but they're happy to do that, it looks like currently. In the past, we've got the Five of Swords in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. So this does talk about secrets, and this does talk about possibly secrets, coming out, and also, you know, no more arguments, feeling more like someone letting down their guard. There may have been arguments in the past where this person could have really been protecting their heart or protecting themselves, and maybe feeling quite defensive or really feeling alone in the world in some way, really feeling like they've got to fight their own corner because no one else will. This person may have revealed that to you, or somehow this is now they've kind of let go of that. They no longer see you as a threat in that way. They no longer feel defensive. They feel they can be open with you. And maybe even tell you some of their deepest secrets with the High Priestess card here. This person maybe truly wants to connect with you quite deeply. The moon is significant here. We've got the moon and the sun and the stars. So it could be that this is quite connected to astrology, and you could be similar. You could both be air signs, or you could both be Geminis, or you could just both be quite compatible astrologically. You don't feel like it maybe is written in the stars though. Maybe you don't see this as really fated with the star card in reverse. Like you don't feel that. You maybe don't feel moved, you know, by this person in that way. But I think they feel that about you. However, with the High Priestess in reverse, they may have an intuition that, you know, things may not be fair. They may have accepted that things aren't fair as well. They may have just accepted that they like you more than you like them, and they just kind of accept that. That's possible as well. And it could also be that their intuition is off. They could be ignoring their intuition again, kind of putting their head in the sand and like, oh, I really like you. I'm really like fixed on an outcome, so I'm not letting you go, even though I can see that you're not as interested. Sorry if I'm kind of going straight to the worst case scenario, but that's just another possibility. So in the near past, we had the Justice card for how you felt. So you may have felt that things were fair, or you may felt like you had to make a decision. You may have felt very much like the ball was in your court to determine how the relationship was going to move forward. You kind of held the authority in the relationship. It was down to you, like the onus is on you, like they like you and you're the one with the judgment, like you're the judge, like you're the one that says, okay, well, you know, this sounds really bad, but I just got like, you're kind of like making them like dance for me or jump for me or do this for me. Is like they're almost maybe possibly entertainment, but that could not be for a lot of people. But I don't see anyone abusing the power. But I do see the Six of Pentacles in reverse here, in terms of your motivations. So that could be what I maybe glimpsed at and didn't realize. But yeah, this would talk about you maybe not wanting to reciprocate the amount of investment, or you may feel like this person isn't investing. But this is in the position of your hidden motivations or private thoughts, or even your subconscious things that you may not be aware of that are actually motivating a lot of your actions. So you may feel that you're not really wanting to partake in this give and take. You may feel a bit of pressure to like invest. You may feel that, you know, this person has been given and you may feel like you owe them, like, you know, but you're not wanting to do that with it in reverse. You may not want to allow this person in for some reason. You're using like a lot of judgment here. You're suspicious as well, slightly here with the Page of Swords. You have a lot of questions. You may not trust this person to, you know, invest in for whatever reason, because you're bringing out, you know, you put on your justice hat, you know, when you met them. So there may be a bit of kind of like, oh, I better really think about this before I move forward. Now, this is where they're at in their private thoughts. They're actually feeling really alone and stressing out about what's happening. This person may fear being on their own, you know. This person may fear, they just want someone maybe to, it's really sad actually. I mean, come on, like, this is really sad. I mean, anyone who knows about tarot, you know, would know instantly that for someone to feel this way subconsciously or privately or just in a hidden motivation, this person feels that, you know, they're going to be destitute, in need, abandoned, you know, reliant on the goodness of someone else to help them, like vulnerable, powerless, possibly as well, in a state of constant worry and what's the word? Like self-preservation. I forgot the term, sorry. This kind of keeps them up at night. So yeah, that might be what scares you, you know, that might be what makes you think, I can see things like, look like all sunshine and rainbows on the front of it, but I can tell that there's something deep, and maybe you're not really ready to get that deep. Like, you have a lot of questions. You're like, no, I can tell that you're not what you seem you are. Like, you know, this is like, you know, they say if a child, like a child often picks up whether or not someone, they say that, I don't think it's true, but they say it's the same thing. So that innocence is like, innocence will recognize innocence, you know, so it's like you have that kind of intuition almost. It's like an innocent, like you kind of see that maybe there's something more and you've got more questions, and maybe it's about this person's deep sadness that maybe they're putting on the front. They're working really hard with the Ten of Wands. They're really doing the most to like to try. I think they're opening up, they're trying, I think, to put themselves out there, but I don't know, maybe they're doing it with people that aren't ready maybe for such a deep connections, maybe so quickly or at that pace. Maybe this person's a bit full on, you know, for you, and that's why you're the Page of Swords. You're like, okay, baby steps, you know. We've got the King of Swords, your element, in reverse for their intentions, clarified by the Ace of Cups, which is always a very nice card to see. So yeah, this person obviously cares a lot about you with the Ace of Cups. They don't want to play any games. They may not want to. However, with the King of Swords here in reverse, although it could be saying that someone is dropping such a high charged energy of the King of Swords and being very strategic and, you know, I keep forgetting my words. Just really, you know, strategic and maybe even manipulative. This could also be seen as someone being manipulated, like the King of Swords kind of inverted negatively kind of thing. So yeah, this person could be willing to be manipulative all in the name of love because they really want to be with you. So they may do that. So that might be something that, again, which could be making you think twice about this person. But this could also just mean this person doesn't want to play games anymore, you know, because it is clarified by the Ace of Cups. But they care a lot about you with the Ace of Cups here. We've then got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse for your intention, which is like no surprise. It's pretty much what we've seen so far. So I don't think that you really want to make any major commitment. You recognize that it's there though. Like you know what you're turning down, I feel. But you don't want this big commitment maybe right now. We've got you again. I'm going to jump straight ahead because we've got you again here with the with the Four of Wands again in the outcome. You're not wanting to really bring things together in any way. But I was going to say that you may not see a future with this person. You just may not see a future with them because it is in its reverse. So then we've got the Hermit card in reverse for your partner or your love interest or the person that you're inquiring about, with the Six of Cups to clarify. So this person wants to open up even more. They want to come out of their shell. They want to express how they feel. This person, like, it's like they're willing to do, they feel like it's something that they're not doing. So they're doing the most to try. So they want to open up. They want that bond with you. They may miss you if this is about a breakup. You know, they may miss you with the Six of Cups. They may miss all the memories that you guys had. I did get the feeling that there might be history here with the Ten of Coins showing up, even if it's in its reverse. That there could be some sort of history here with you guys. The Justice card could be about some sort of divorce as well, possibly. You know, this person could be trying everything to get back with you or everything to get your attention. This person does not want to be on their own. They don't want to involve the law anymore in your relationship, if that's the case. They don't want like someone else deciding you guys' fate with the King of Swords in reverse. Like they love you, or this is how they feel. They feel like they love you. This is about how they feel. You know, this is how they feel. So they feel right now like they really love you, and they may feel like love comes before, like love is not thinking, love is not what you think, love is a feeling for them. You know, that's how they are. So they're very moved, especially with the High Priestess, like by their intuition, and the Hermit card very much, it's very deep for them. They're quite maybe emotional kind of people. I don't get many Cups energy here though, apart from the Ace of Cups. And you got the Ace. I mean, it could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, or a Pisces, Leo. But you're not really wanting to do that right now. You're not really, or you know, or maybe you just don't see it. You just don't see it happening. You've lost hope in something. You don't see this happy family coming together. You just don't see it. Let's pull a few more cards. I've done that for a couple of the other readings, so we'll do some for this and see what we get. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse has popped out, along with the Lovers card. So got the Three of Wands here in reverse, and the Prince or the Knight of Cups with the Lovers card in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you may not be ready to move on. There may also be a fear of you moving on and making a decision. You have come through in the reading now twice, which is good. So we can be confident that some Gemini out there is hopefully, or I'm able to relay the message that's coming through, because it seems to be for you, this reading. So yeah, you may be finding it hard to make a decision. This could be the water sign that we didn't see in the reading. I mean, maybe this person who's got a lot of emotion that's coming towards you. There's no more waiting here. You may need to make a decision. There may be like, this person may be like, I can't wait anymore. And you may not be ready to decide what you want to do, as to whether or not you want to move forward with this person or not. Like, you may have one foot in and one foot out with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Like, you're not sure. You don't see anything happening. However, you're curious here with the Page of Swords. You're curious. You've got lots of questions you want to know. So yeah, this person feels that there's nothing else out there for them. In a way, like they feel like, you know, their ships have come in, I feel. And they may keep pursuing you. They may continue to pursue you because they're quite, you know, I mean, if they were stepping outside the relationship, which I don't see any Three of Swords or anything, although we do have Three of Pentacles, so it's possible it's related to something that happened with someone at work for them or you, an infidelity possibly, if this was a breakup. But they're definitely, I feel, choosing you. And yeah, I think maybe you just need to decide, but you've got to ask all the right questions this month and be a bit investigative and figure out what it is you want to know, what it is you need to know to feel right about this, or to convince yourself of the decision that you need to make, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards from the Mirror Love Oracle deck for Gemini, February to March. Okay, so we've got dating to the base of the deck. We've got dark male as Spirit's message to you. It's got no real position, it's just Spirit's message. No context really, it's just spirit's message. Then we've got karma as the obstacle. We've got freedom, which is what brings you together. Freedom is what brings you together. How ironic. Okay, then we've got family for what you're learning about. The blonde female for what they're learning about. Fun times for how you see them. And money for how they see you. And we've got dating. So this could be someone that you're just dating. So you could be, like I said, non-committal. Maybe this is an issue with someone dating outside the relationship as well, possibly. If there was a breakup, maybe that was the reason. Maybe you guys needed to spend more time together. Maybe that's what was also an issue. Maybe that will also bring in more harmony in the relationship. They see you as money, so if this isn't a legal issue, they do feel like they may lose money if this doesn't go their way, or they see that they're going to make or have more money by staying with you. This is karmic, so the obstacle is that there's no way really around this. There's no way to just not make a decision, or it's like spirit is saying that it's not your fault as well. This is karmic. This is something that was going to happen one way or the other. This may have been the most easiest way for karma to do what it needed to do. They do say that, I think, energy or like things in the universe always move in the most easiest route. You always find the easiest route. So that's how energy moves. So this had to happen, and sometimes it's a case of better the devil you know. It could have been very different. It could have been a lot more painful if it is a painful experience, or could have been a lot harder. So yeah. You're learning about family. Maybe you're realizing that what family means to you and what kind of person you'd like to have, as maybe you do look for a relationship if you are dating, because obviously you feel this person doesn't fit that mold that you have of family with the 10 of coins in reverse. This could also mean that you're learning about the family values as you transition, maybe through a divorce or separation. They're learning about the blonde female. Maybe this is about temptation. It is a young lady. This is a long-standing relationship. Sorry, I have to get a drink. Sorry. This is a long-standing relationship, and you guys are, say, in your 30s, 40s, been together for a long time, 50s, or whatever. Sometimes, unfortunately, I think sometimes people maybe start to feel like, do they still have it? Death starts to become more apparent. People start thinking about what they didn't do and start making some really crazy choices, like buying crazy sports cars or, entertaining younger women. It could also be an issue. They could be learning about those things, that, what is the real value there. They could also be, if that is the case, if that is why they're kind of groveling or trying so hard to be with you, if that's the case. If that's not the case, and this person just really seems to be besotted with you, then they probably just see you as a brand new beginning. They're just like, wow, like, they just see you as a breath of fresh air. And they see a lot of hope. They maybe feel like a young girl again, or a young guy again, or they may just see you as very new, like you bring the sunshine, like with the sun card, I guess. We've got fun times here for how you see them. So you may see them, someone, again, as someone who enjoys fun times, who's really into kind of having fun because they're going maybe through that midlife crisis, or you just see them as fun, you're not serious about them. They see you as money. They think that they can make money with you. I feel this is relating to the Ten of Coins though. I feel this is just saying that they just really feel that they could have stability with you, that maybe with your finances combined or the ideas that you have combined, that you could have a very stable life financially as well. Just stability generally. They see a future with you. And then we've got freedom as what brings you together. You could both be looking for freedom. You could both be looking to break away from something. And that's what brings you together. Or you could both really respect freedom in some way. Of course, what could be happening right now is that there could be this breakup happening, and that's actually what's happening between you two at the moment. But it could be that it's the actual breakup that's making you realize how much you do like each other. So it's like, all want to be together. So that's what's kind of also bringing you back together. That may be where dating comes in, if you are ready to forgive this person or move forward. If you're just dating and this is someone, like I said, who's just besotted with you, then you may be continuing to kind of stay single, I think, and not make a commitment. Okay, so 3 cards for Gemini for February to March for their love life. We've got chaos and conflict. We've got mending. Okay, I'll take those 2. We've got building blocks. Okay, we've got why and clean it up. So yeah, the why really does relate quite strongly to the Page of Swords. So your overall lesson for the month is why. You want to ask why, even asking yourself why. Again, you're learning about family. Why are you turning down this person when this person is obviously crazy about you? Or why are you, what is it that makes them not fit? And how will you, I guess even possibly clean up your energy, possibly, or your lifestyle choices, places just cleaning up things, readjusting things in your life to make room for what it is that you do actually want. That will create the building blocks here we have at the base of the deck. It will create the building blocks for a possible new path or future. You'll start to create an environment that is fertile, an energy that is fertile for the kind of stable long-term relationship that maybe you would like. But you have to get to the why, and then you have to figure out what it is that's going to get you there, and whatever is getting in the way of those things, they need to also possibly move. Now, this is mending. This possibly is for the maybe separated or divorcing couple. There is mending to be done. There is things that need to be rebuilt here, and there is chaos and conflict here. Yeah, so things are really changing. Then nothing will be as it was. Things may look and feel, things may look the same, but things will be very different. You won't even recognize things according to this card. You'll recognize it, but it will look different. Yeah. You may still recognize that it looks like a zebra, but actually it's got giraffe print, well, not print, but a giraffe pattern. That sounds better. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. I think there's potential for, I feel like because this does equal to 6, then there's a possibility and there's mending that things could, and there's dating, things could get better, between you and this person if you wanted it to. But yeah, this person might have to do a bit more to show you, to convince you first. But yeah. Okay, so that's the reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you've got any questions. I just want to leave a comment. That's fine. Yeah, and I guess I'll see you next time. Take very good care. All right, bye.